I flip. Watch how I whip. I'm in the whip. I'm in the wrist. I never switch.
This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Hey, Dad, 280. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Zebra! Check, 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 check. Greystone, travel. Check.
On first down, Stafford here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Now it's Stafford. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a third and very long.
X3, 218, chopper.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker.
Hey, Ted, ready? Pick me up. Here we go. Watch left, watch left. Close 50.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run their crowd from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it with Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now they'll throw with Brady. Buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
10. Lady. Go. Single. Watch 41. Watch 41. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Stay 50.
Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Amendola now, jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Hey, 5-0.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Johnson's got it complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Wait, that 53! I got you.
They hand off to their big tight end. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Wait, 20! Let's go, D. Big serious way, Alabama.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
40. Go 20! I got him. Watch twitch. Watch the
Johnson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford, and he's got Amendola on the connection. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Out of the gun, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Stafford now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second down, Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Prater's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
49, check 49, check 49. 0.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Stafford now to throw. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Wait, check. I hope you brought your lunch, 'cause I'm about to take you to school.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. To throw is Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. From the 16, Stafford, that's complete, right around the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
We got this.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Brady, and that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On the ground, this is Johnson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
180. 45. Come on, D.
Now a give, right side. Swift. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
Check 32. Tighten up.
From the 50, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Stafford now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line.
Ready. Check 24. Be good. Shift. He's coming. Libra. We got double up. One switch. Double right.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. William Golston in on the stop.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Yellow 80! Yellow 80! Tight go. Wide, get wide. Shoot. Double right. Gonna have
Again, it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Check. Got 80. Check. Monday. 50-50. Hey, Delta. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Prater for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply taken. The knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Perry. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now it's the backup Gabber. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Perry picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw is Gabber. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go to Johnson again. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Lady! We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty real right. 20.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Able to locate his running back, open downfield. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point good by Prater, and that will extend this big lead.
36.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Jones. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just called the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to get a score back. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And an alley to run. again. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, 42 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many... guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, three things can happen, and two of them are bad. People will kiss it on the ground.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be third down. The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Give him 30 yards there.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
This one out quickly to Amendola. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Set to the 20. Back. Easy, alert.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Hey, give me radar.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Flush to his right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
They can't hang with us.
Throwing here, Stafford. And the catch made by Johnson. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey. Go here. Got 3 down.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And they will take a knee here.
Stafford on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Set. Lady.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer, but